This is Lou's Golf and Fish Club.
Beautiful.
All right. Welcome back to part 2 of the Lou's Golf and Fish Club podcast. We are back on June 27th. Now it is now 11:52 p.m. So
Not midnight yet, but we're getting there.
not midnight yet. Getting there. The part 1 will unfortunately be an audio only
Yep.
show.
Trying to keep our viewers entertained.
Yeah, throw a little curveball.
Yeah.
No, my card was full on the camera from our last
Can't always be perfect.
fishing trip, which I can talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Start with that. For Memorial Day weekend, Martha and I went to, it's called Lake Moomaw. It's out in Southwest Virginia, like Hot Springs, Covington area.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a mini Smith Mountain Lake, really deep and clear. There's big smallmouth and largemouth. And we did pretty good. Martha caught like a 3-pounder. I think it was like 3.
Yeah.
3-pound smallie. Caught a bunch of smallies and largemouth the first day. Nothing huge other than that 3-pounder. And then second day, didn't do as well. But yeah, that was pretty sick. Definitely have to go back. Lake Moomaw. Very like deep, clear. We were saying it's like a Lake Mooney and the Res mixed.
Yeah.
With like a Smith Mountain Lake, view.
It's out near Longwood?
No, it's out near down 81, long ways down 81, Covington.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So yeah, definitely have to go back. And they have a cool thing with like you can camp on the lake. So like you can put money in the drop box at the ramp and drive your boat out there, fish and camp on like the islands out there on the lake. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I want to try to set up a little Lou's trip out there. You can see like the boats, 5 or 6 boats like docked up on the bank, and they'd be like campsite up there. You can see smoke and tents and all that stuff. Yeah,
October, September months.
Ooh, dude! But
Watch
you
out.
definitely need live scope out there. That helped us a lot. Like if we didn't have live scope on Martha's boat, like we would have struggled for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were basically fishing like standing timber. Like there's certain areas where it's like standing timber everywhere, and the live scope helped you differentiate this patch of trees versus that patch of trees. You could see like, oh, well, there's a fish right there. Boom, and you'd catch one eventually. But yeah,
So you went down there Memorial Day?
Memorial Day weekend. Yep. So that was pretty sweet.
So when you went down there, I went down to Lake Gaston
There you go.
and had a good old adventure down there.
Your home body of water.
It was probably the worst trip I've ever had.
Home away from home.
Yeah. I had my hub bearing blow out on my passenger side, and we got to Courthouse Road, and my daughter wanted to stop. And I was like, dude, we've been on the road for what, like 15, 20 minutes, and you already want to stop? I'm like, whatever, let's stop. Chick-fil-A, grab some food. She's happy. I'm like, all right, let's get back on the road. And then we make it to Thornburg, and my daughter's like, I gotta pee. I'm like, you gotta pee? We'll just freaking pull off the side of the road if you gotta pee. And she's like, well, I gotta poop. I'm like, oh
Number
my
2.
God, dude. Like,
Number 2, Daddy.
all right, I guess we'll stop at Thornburg, I guess, So we stop at Thornburg into the Dunkin' Donuts, and so they're inside. I'm letting the dog out, letting him pee, whatever, do his own thing or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, like being a truck driver, I kind of want to just kind of like check the trailer, make sure it's good, make sure everything's good, Yeah. So I go over to the passenger side and I'm like kicking on the tires, making sure they're good. And I kick on the passenger side tire, and the axle is like, I'm like,
that much?
Yeah. I'm like, that's not good. And I look at the hub, and there's grease all over the outside of the wheel. I'm like, oh my God, why does this have to happen right now? And Danielle and Charlotte come out, and they're like, what's going on? Why are you so mad? And I'm like, look at this. See this? See how much movement there is? She's like, okay, so what does that mean? I'm like, that means that we're not leaving here because it's fucked,
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, so can't we just like leave your trailer here and just come back for it tomorrow? I'm like, no. I was like, look, man, I'm gonna make a few phone calls, call around to like some like trailer shops, see what's going on, see if I can get somebody to come out here and give me a new hub, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody I call, they work on tractor trailers. They don't work on like boat trailers. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna like focus, get my brain together, and I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna just take a leak and think it out. So as soon as I walk in Dunkin', there's these 3 guys in the corner. One's got grease from head to toe, just covered in grease. Got like mechanic shirt on, like outfit, and then this other old guy's got like some like county shirt on, and I'm like,
there's the good old boys.
these guys know something about something somewhere nearby.
The county shirt, dude.
And
I work for Fairfax County, so
yeah.
that's funny.
So I'm like, all right. So I see them. I walk past them. I go to the bathroom, do my business. I come back, and I'm like, all right, let's just think this out. All right. I was like, look. I was like, hey guys, I got a breakdown on my trailer. I hear you guys know of any like nearby like boat repair kind of shops for trailers or anything nearby? And they're like, yeah, there's a Shell on the other side over there on Lewinsville on 95. You want to go there? It's kind of like up by Bass Pro. I'm like, it's going to take me 30 minutes to get there because I can only do like 5 miles an hour. He's like, it's really that bad? I'm like, yeah, it's bad. Like, I can't go fast. It's at the point right now where it's fucked and it's not going to be fixed until I do something about it. And so I tell them the story. They just kind of say, okay, whatever, you know. And then the guy comes out and he comes straight to my trailer and he kicks the passenger side trailer and he's like, that's bad. I was like, that's what I just told you inside. And he's like, hey, you got a minute? I was like, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what my game plan is yet. He's like, just give me a second. I'm gonna call my boss. I'm gonna see if maybe you can park your trailer at his house for the night, and then you can come back tomorrow and maybe fix it. I'm like, all right, yeah, that works. That's great. And he's like, all right, calls him. He's like, hey man, that guy that came in here and talked to us in Duncan is his trailer's pretty bad shape. You think he could park it at your house? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm like, all right, how far is your house? He's like, it's like quarter mile down this whole service road. I'm like, all right, cool. So he hops in his truck. I follow him, and the guy behind me is in a Jeep. We're following him to his house. It's probably less than a quarter mile away from the Dunkin'. And I'm like, dude, that's insane that he was there.
Yeah.
So park it at his house. I take all my graphs off, my 12-inch screen, my 9-inch screen, take all my fishing rods off, put it all in the car. Take the family to the lake house, then I go back the next morning around like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And get there, nobody's there, and I'm like, all right. So from my memory, there's a Camping World close to Bass Pro Shop. So I'm gonna go there first, see if they got the hub bearing that I need. So I went there, came back. They had the hub bearing I need. I got 2 of them. It was like $150 for like 2 hub bearings. Brought it back. And I'm like, all right, so all I brought was tools to change a tire. That's all I have. So I go back to the house with the 2 hub bearings, take the tire off, got it off, and I'm like, I don't have this socket size for the hub bearing. So I go over to the AutoZone, come back with the exact socket size, and I'm like, well, this socket size works for the hub bearing that I have, the new one, but it's not the exact size. So I go back.
What you put your head before.
So I go back to AutoZone, return it, come back for the new size.
How far is AutoZone?
It's like 2 minutes away.
Yeah, when you're in that, it's all pretty close.
Right down the street. So I come back, got all the socket sizes right. I'm like, all right, we're good. I just bought a socket. I think it was like a 26 or 28 millimeter socket. Buy that for like $13. Go back to the house, and then I finally fix it all, get it all repaired. So I walk up to the guy. The guy's name is Brian, and I was like, "Hey, man, like I really appreciate like everything you did, like helping me out, all this stuff." I was like, I tried to offer him like $100 cash. He's like, no, stop. He did the exact same thing that Pawpaw did. He's like, nope, I don't want it, and just like put up his hand. I was like, damn, dude, really? And I was like, I mean, you went out of your way to help me out when I needed your help, and like, you didn't have to do that. He's like, I didn't help you do it. I didn't help you do anything.
Yeah.
I was like, but you did. You gave me your piece of property for me to keep my boat safe in an area where it's not going to get stolen, you know? And So he's like, "Nah, man, you're good. I really appreciate like the thought." And I was like, "I don't know. I just figured like Southern hospitality.
Yeah, give him like
kinda
$20 or something.
give you something.
100. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you give me anything?
No, I didn't give him anything. He wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
He was just
20,
like, "Nope,
10,
I don't want it. I don't
5.
want it."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, well."
I would be like, all right, well, I'm gonna leave this.
It.
I'm gonna leave this $20 bill
Yeah.
on your car.
Yeah.
And if you want it to blow away in the wind, then I guess it is what it is.
So first night, drove all the way back to Lake Gaston. Next day, drove back to Thornburg. Fixed my trailer.
So what time did you get back to the lake house after all that? After you fixed the trailer?
First night?
No, after you fixed the trailer and all that. After going to the AutoZone, going there, going back.
It's probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It was all day.
Yeah.
But Danielle,
I mean, you figure it was like a 2-hour drive back to Thornburg, because Thornburg is just past or just before Bass Pro Shop. Yeah. And so I was like, I don't know.
Danielle was probably pretty excited.
Yeah. I was like, look, I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna try to knock this out.
That's what he told me on the phone.
I was like, dude.
I was like, yeah. I mean, I was thinking, what time did you get there? To the guy's house.
To the guy's house? Like
back to your trailer, yeah.
The first day or
the next day? Morning.
Next day, I got there like 9 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was gonna take going there, Camping World, AutoZone, back.
I'm just like
doing the work. You did both of them, or just
I'm just on the roll, just thinking of ideas, like nonstop. I have minimal tools.
Yeah.
No one's here to help me. No one has any tools.
Yeah. You did change one or both?
I just changed one.
One, yeah, because all the time. But I guess that's probably why they're trying to talk you out of bringing your boat.
Oh yeah.
Like,
one bad experience. They're like, nope, never bringing the boat again. I'm like,
it's too much of a hassle. Like, dude, it's fixed now.
Christ.
You fixed both now?
I still have to fix the other side, but so
now you're screwed.
But I mean,
now they're like never gonna let you have a boat. Right?
I did a YouTube short on. I think it was actually a video on it. I was saying like, God puts people in the right place at the right time for certain situations, and the way I saw that whole situation working out was God gave me a chance to stop at Courthouse Road when my daughter asked to go to Chick-fil-A the first time. I said, it's fine, I'm not going to worry about it. And then second time, he asked me to go to, the Thornburg exit because she had to pee and poop, Yeah. And I was just like, whatever.
if she didn't have to pee or poop, you probably would have blown it out on the highway.
I would have had a freaking hub bearing blow out on the side of 95.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my whole freaking hub axle would have blown off. And I would have been grinding down the highway at 65 miles an hour. So, I mean,
thank the Lord.
I was like, the way I see it is things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Even though we hate to admit it. Because of course, it's not a great situation.
The Lord trying to keep you safe and trying to give you, certain things. Yeah, I've heard that too. I actually saw something since that happened. You were saying that. Like I saw something like every time you're late or get stuck behind by a train or anything like it's keeping you from maybe something. Like don't be so mad or be like, oh, this guy like drive or get in traffic and stuff. It's like. Maybe it's for a reason. Maybe if you were 5 minutes earlier, like you get in a freaking car accident or something.
I mean, that's the thing that I tell people all the time. It's like try to take the negative out of a situation and try to make it positive. Because there's so many probabilities that can make a negative situation. Like
I'm gonna start using that for work when I'm late. God wanted me to be late this morning.
I mean, this is how God drew it out,
Dude, if that is not the perfect analogy of our whole family, that's our whole family's excuse. Like the Lord wanted me to
put it there, this excuse, and the Lord saith,
the Lord saith, I have to be late today and the rest of every day.
Yeah,
because traffic, and if I'm too early, you never know.
On the first adventure of that whole shenanigans, after that passed, I was like, Lord God, on the way back, just like let me catch either a big bass, a big spotted bass, or a big catfish. And when I got back, of course, my boat sat for probably that entire afternoon. So my boat actually didn't get out until the next day.
I mean, What you
So-
do? Spend all day fishing
Right.
and then come back and go, all right,
So-
I'm going fishing.
So ideally, I wanted to spend 4 days on the water, but I only ended up getting to spend 2 days on the water.
Yeah.
So I mean, I caught some spot, no like huge size or anything, but that night I live streamed on Lose, and I caught that 1988 on live stream, which is freaking
Yeah.
wild.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
the whole time I'm like, I set the hook, got the fish like somewhat close to the dock. I'm like, just please don't let it get wrapped around the pilings of the dock, because if that happens, I'm screwed,
Mhm.
you know? And meanwhile, my net's on the complete opposite side on my boat. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how it's going to work. So I'm just like reeling in. I saw his body like come up, and I'm like, that's a freaking huge catfish. So reel it up again, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like looking around. I'm like, screw it. So I reach down and grab his like gill plate. And I'm like, let's go.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
dude, this is freaking nuts, dude. So I mean, the crazy part was I didn't have any bait. I was using snails one night.
Snails.
No one's ever used snails.
You have a
for
cat's
catfish.
net.
Yeah, on my boat. But the last time I used the cast net, I got it freaking stuck in the rocks. Had to rip the freaking cast net out.
So you don't have a cat's net right now?
No. I mean, I have one now on my boat now, but yeah.
Not then.
Right. So I was like, whatever. So I was like, maybe I can get like some worms. So I'm like looking around for like worms or like slugs or whatever. And I found like a little bit of bait and caught like this teeny tiny little bluegill and like cut him up. And I was like, all right, cool, got him filleted.
How'd you catch you?
I caught him on a
I
bobber.
was about to say, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be the next best thing.
So I was like, all right, I got this. So I cut him up, filleted him up, and then like got him into like thin little pieces. And I took the head of one bluegill and then threw him out. And then that's when I caught the big catfish. So I will say, all the big catfish that I've seen caught in the past year have been on heads.
Yeah.
Of either bluegill or crappie.
It's a tip. Lose
So-
tip. Tip of the day.
I mean, Chris's 29 pounder came a flathead. I think it was the flathead, or no, it was the blue cat
Yeah.
came on a bluegill head, and then the 23-pound flathead came on a crappie head.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't talked about the 29-pound catfish.
Yeah.
It's the videos on YouTube. So
Yeah.
check it out.
It's going
But, yeah,
viral on my channel, not on his channel.
it's on both channels. What's yours? How many views do you have on your channel?
I have 1,800,
For your
and you've got 1,300.
Mm.
So we're fighting to see who can win.
Which live stream did you do it on?
I did it on
Your channel or my channel? Or like the Lose channel?
I didn't do it on live stream. I did it on just.
Oh, not the 29. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did live stream for
I did
Gaston.
I did the live stream for Lake Gaston
Yeah.
for my blue cat.
The short
Yeah,
is 1.3 on
Yeah.
Lose.
There
Sneak
it
peek.
is. Sneak peek.
You're grunting.
You got some ass on it.
Good goal. Man.
He's almost 30. Yeah? Yeah. 20 something. Oh my God.
So dramatic. That's a huge fish, though. Dude. That's all, pouring down rain.
Yeah, if you ever want to know how pornos started, that's how it started right there.
Fishing porn. When y'all did that, I was in Key West on vacation, out of office for the first
yeah.
time in years.
The mama's trip.
And y'all were. I remember how much y'all were saying how much it was raining that week.
Yeah,
It, like poured the whole week up here.
yeah. Chris kept texting me like, "You want to go fish tonight? I'm like, bro, like, I guess, sure, let's go. You know, and
Yeah.
we went out that night and just destroyed.
That was
them.
like during the week too, right?
yeah,
Yeah. And you woke up and went to work the next day,
yeah.
right?
It's like middle of the week,
Mm-hmm.
probably like a Wednesday or Thursday night.
Yeah.
And we caught that fish, and we probably didn't get off the water till about 2 a.m.
Wow. What time did you get to work?
9.
Really?
I
That's
was
not too
like,
bad. Yeah. See? Sometimes you gotta freaking grind out there for Lose when you're a founder. You gotta
Yeah.
freaking That's what I was telling my buddies. I did some night fishing, summer night fishing. First night fishing adventure of the year, and I caught like 2 4.5 pounders. But I left at like 11:30, got home at like 12:30.
Yeah.
I was telling my buddies after golf, I was like, "Yeah, I went night fishing, last night, blah blah blah." Thursday, it was a Thursday night. I was like, "Damn, like what time did you get home?" I was like, "Yeah, not like 12:30. Left like 11:30, whatever."
Yeah.
Like, "Dang, I was in bed." And I'm like, "Dude, YOLO, man. You only live once, man. You gotta get out there and freaking get on some fish." That's an awesome video.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of good
My,
videos. Check us out, YouTube.
my coworker watched that video and he's like, "Dude, I watched that video about 9 times." He said the whole time, all I hear is, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He's got some ass on him. Like, yeah, dude.
That's a sick video with the rain pouring down. And
I
everything.
mean, I had my fish grippers on my scale.
Yeah.
He broke that fish broke the first fish grippers. And I was like,
Really?
all right, well, I got another one in here somewhere. So I grabbed another one, attached to the scale, reset the total weight, and then like put it on there again. I was like, dude, the amount of power that this fish has is insane.
How long did it take to get him in?
That one was probably. I mean, that one was caught on my 8-foot rod. So
Was it?
it was probably like 10 minutes.
Was the fight better on the blue that one or the flathead?
Probably the blue,
Yeah.
because the flathead went straight to the boat. But the crazy part is that it was caught on the exact same cove, the exact same tree, and the exact same night bobby in that spot, which is insane.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah.
I know
I
the
won't
spot
tell
too.
you the coordinates, but
I know it. You pointed it out as we were driving by.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the catfishing
So
spot.
I mean, Chris, every single time he threw it, it was just like, all right, I got to get right there at that point inside the bush. He'd like cast him, like, that's not it, but I'll let it sit. And he'd catch like a 3 or 4 pound catfish, and then next cast, reel it in, get him in here, unhook him, throw him back in, cast it again. He'd be like, that's the cast right there. It would just sit there, and it's almost like an eddy. So it sits there and it just kind of sits in this area. Even though the stream's moving this way, it would just sit there, right there, and it would just like funnel right there. And then it was like probably 10 to 15 minutes later, just like,
Donk.
we're just sitting there, hanging out, shooting the shit. And the next thing you know, he's like, where'd my bobber go? It's gone. It's gone, He's like, all right, got it. Yeah, And on that 8-foot rod, I mean, 8-foot rod with that real ratio is pretty tough to beat.
With the what reel?
I think it's a Daiwa.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, it's like a Daiwa. Like
Yeah,
that's
a good setup.
Yeah.
For sure. We need to do that catfishing tournament.
Yeah, and buy beer out.
Yeah.
Beer out there.
Beer, Jake, hopefully
Beer and Jake can fish together, and me and Chris can fish together.
They need a boat. They need a co-angler.
I'll give him my my tri-tune and tear it up.
I mean, we could do your team is just your boat. However many people are on your boat, you have 3, 2, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
So if like you, Chris,
four
and like
people on my
beer,
boat.
you, Chris, and beer, and then like me, Wayne, and Brandon,
Oh yeah.
and then like Vaughn, Jake, and Wink or something like
I
that.
feel like catfishing tournaments are a lot easier to get a lot more people.
More people.
Involved,
Yeah.
for sure.
We start at like freaking 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
or 8 to like 2.
At a bull run.
Some guys, that's what I was saying about like my buddies being like 11:30, I was in bed. It's like a lot of people just don't stay up that late anymore. Once you hit like 30s and stuff, like 2 o'clock in the morning, like it's like, dude, it's just one time.
I think that the blue cat was caught at like probably, it was either 11:30 or 12:30. It was
You have
pretty
to,
late.
It has to be late for sure.
I mean, we caught like some 5s and some. I think we caught like an 8, a 7. A couple more 5s, and then all of a sudden that, almost 30 happened. I was like, that's freaking nuts, dude.
Yeah.